Do you think the real estate market is worse or better than the past few years? In this video, I'll explain what is really going on and how that affects you. Hello, I'm Frank Kenny with Living in Los Angeles South Bay, and today we're going to talk about, is inventory getting back to normal? After years of it feeling almost impossible to find a home you want to buy, things are changing for the better. Nationally, inventory is growing, and that gives you more options for your move. But here's what you need to know. That level of growth is going to vary based on where you live. And that's why you need an agent's local market expertise. Here's a quick rundown of the current inventory situation so you know what's happening and what to expect. As you can see by this graph, nationally, the number of homes for sale is rising, and that's true in all regions of the country. That's shown in this data from Realtor.com. In each of the 4 regions, inventory is up at least 19% compared with the same time last year. In the West, it's actually up almost 41% year over year. But that's not bad news. There are 2 main reasons for this increase. One is more sellers are listing their homes. Many homeowners have been waiting for mortgage rates to drop before making a move. Now some have decided they can't or don't want to wait any longer. This past May had more new listings than any May in the past 3 years. And number 2, homes are taking longer to sell. That means listings are staying on the market for longer, which increases the total number of homes available. In May, the typical home took 51 days to sell, much closer to what's more typical for a real estate market. Again, not bad news. More homes for sale helps the market become more balanced. For the past few years, sellers have had the upper hand. Now things are shifting slightly. Nationally, it's not a full-on buyer's market yet, but it's heading toward a healthier pace, especially for home buyers. Danielle Hale, chief economist at Realtor.com, explains, the number of homes for sale is rising in many markets, giving shoppers more choices than they've had in years. The market is starting to rebalance. Again, not bad news. How much growth we've seen varies by area, but how long it's going to take to achieve true balance is also going to vary by area. Some parts of the country are seeing inventory bounce all the way back to normal levels, while others haven't grown quite that much, and that's kind of what's happening in Southern California. Let's take a look at another graph. This time we'll compare the current data, what you already saw, to the last normal years in the housing market. That's 2017 through 2019. In this comparison, the green shows which regions are back at more typical levels for inventory based on the growth we've seen lately. The red shows where things have improved, but are still well below the norm. Here's what that means for you. And across the board, you have more options now than you would have just 1 year ago. And that's a really good thing. More choices means it should be a bit easier to find a home you love or even negotiate on price. But not all markets are the same. Some will take a bit longer to get back to more typical levels. So lean on a local professional agent to find out what the inventory situation looks like where you want to live. They'll be able to tell you how much growth they've seen locally and how to tailor your home search based on what's available in that area. This is just one reason a local agent's perspective matters. Now, what's the bottom line? Well, inventory is getting better, but how long it takes to get back to normal is going to be different based on where you're looking to buy. Here in Southern California, it's still tight, but there are more options for buyers. All this is good news for the real estate market. Talk with a professional realtor or reach out to me about what's happening in your local market and how it affects your next move. What's one thing you've noticed lately that makes the market feel different than it did a year or 2 ago? Please like and subscribe so you're guaranteed to get all of our helpful videos, and please feel free to share these useful videos with your family and friends. And this is Frank Kenny with Living in Los Angeles South Bay, and I'll see you on the next video.